Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So today is 23rd of March 2024, 10:59 p.m. While I'm recording this video. So by the time my classes are downloading, I decided to wrote down something on my notepad, and as I opened and realized that I didn't vlog today's vlog, I decided, okay, let it open. I'm gonna put my camera down right here like this right now, talk to my camera for a while about what I have done today, what I have discovered, what I brainstormed. I mean, basically you can see here that, I again uh, content strategy changes, made some changes. As you can see, I paused for a while or totally stopped posting on some platforms, and yeah, I just brainstormed a little bit of my life. These are the things I want to be good at. Like TV Studio is my main business, like I'm sorry, my main agency, my YouTube channel, and boxing. So there's a couple of things I'm okay to be amateur at. For example, like, I want to learn how to play football, soccer, and, for example, I want to learn French and Spanish, and I'm okay with being amateur with when it comes to these things. I'm okay with being mediocre, but when it comes to these things, I want to really hammer as much as I can, at least squeeze as much water as I can from myself. Being a tyrant of industry is not the goal, but being best version of myself when it comes to building this business, making this content, and learning this art of martial arts. I need to be the best version of myself, inshallah. So yeah, I mean, even wrote it down right here. um, Me is famous, rich, and strong. The main three criteria is, famous, rich, and strong. So, rich is this one, famous is this one, and strong is this one. For most of you guys out there, is, same thing applies. If you're a guy, I believe that you have to be rich and strong. Famous is your choice. Do you want to take this responsibility to your shoulders or not? But the rich and strong, you must. If you're a guy watching this video, you have to. And there's second thing, if you read here, remember, we have only one business which we will run for the next 10 years, at least 10 years. This is Kiwi Studio. We're not gonna be jumping to another hype. We're not gonna be start to make NFTs. We're not gonna do anything else except this guy right here. We're gonna hammer and hammer and hammer this one single industry, and that's how we're gonna become tired of industry. You're not gonna be come to the industry for 3 months, become tired of it. It doesn't happen this way. It doesn't work this way. Ford, Standard Oil, Carnegie Steel, all of these, Apple computers, all of these businesses who are tyrants of their industry, who are, megalodons, who are, really monsters of their own industry, the landlords of their industry. They have been in that industry for decades. Apple is like 56-year-old company. So yeah, if there is something I can teach you from this video, you know what, make daily goals, brainstorm every day, wrote down your thoughts. One of the most important things, I like to think about the idea in my mind first, to like somehow imagine it, me writing it down, because you don't want to wrote down like this. It's just mess right here. You have to think about what you're going to be writing down and then wrote it down, but the most important is, what, I don't care. Even if it's going to be this way, wrote things down. Your life is going to get way more easier. I don't care. Like, take a freaking notepad for like $4 and wrote things down. And this is one thing, make goals. Second is wrote things down. Third is brainstorm every time, like making changes to your systems and your strategies is not something wrong thing to make. You know, things get better, things get worse, and you have rights to make changes. You have rights to stop doing, pause doing, you know, certain things. And you know, most important is to keep going with all the rest. This is what I've left. And yeah. And third, I think determine things which you want to be really good at. As I said, you three criteria: rich, famous, and strong. But you can be rich different ways. You can be strong different ways. You can be famous different ways, right? Well, fame. I think fame is mainly social media. But rich, there is so many businesses you can do to become rich. There's so many ways you can become strong. You can just go to the gym and be a bodybuilder. You can be strong this way. You can be a mixed martial arts fighter. You can be a boxing fighter. You can be a gym bro. You can. There are so many ways you can you know, call yourself and become a strong man. You know, so many ways. And the same applies to becoming a rich guy. You know, there's so many businesses you can start. There's so many side hustles. There's so many ideas and ways, and you know, how to say that, yeah, ways to become rich. There's so many ways to become strong. Fame is mainly social media and you know, how to say that, SME. But yeah, again, this is your choice. Do you want to be famous or not? But you got to determine things which you want to be really good at. Okay, now you know you want to be rich, famous, and strong. How the heck you're going to become rich? How the heck you're going to become famous? How the heck you're going to become strong? You know, and because these three things are going to be the one which you're going to be hammering at mainly. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So now you know, again, one thing I want to underline, you know, I came to this realization of, you know what, I actually want to be strong by doing boxing and by going to the gym at the same time. Like, I'm going to the gym and I'm boxing at the same time. I'm just mixing these two things together because I can afford, because I found an alternative way. You know, one gym offers one membership where you can go to the boxing and you can, yeah, you know, go to the normal gym at the same time. I Alhamdulillah, I believe that I literally got lucky from this standpoint. But if I needed to choose one thing, you know, one thing very beautiful about this life in your body is that if you want a big jacked body, okay, yeah, maybe you need to lift some weights. But if you want authentic, nice looking body like mine, like I have, you know, if you have seen me making 700 push-ups, you know what kind of body shape I have. I have abs, I have chest, I have arms, triceps, legs. Everything is nice enough and good enough to look good enough. I'm not definitely weak. I can do like 700 push-ups in like 1 hour. I can do maybe 10 or 15 pull-ups in one rep, and everything is beautiful, isn't it, right? What I want to say here, you know, when I was young, when I was just getting started, all the self-development stuff, when I was just, you know, maturing, I used to hear this kind of things a lot. Like, people on the internet, they used to say to me, set goals, understand what you want from your life, and go for it, and all this stuff. I'm not saying that they're incorrect, but they miss one very vital and important thing, is that they don't say that this clear vision of who you are and who you want to be and what you want to do in your life and what kind of business you want to run for, that, you know, basically for next half of your life, maybe, like, you know, 20 years is not little amount of time. 10 years is not that little amount of time. And you know, when I started my self-development at 13, 14, I if you would have asked me, I wouldn't had the same answers. And this is okay, to mature, grow, and change. This is the whole point of self-development, to get better. And when you get better, you will change. You know, there are certain things, you know, like for example, at this level of my self-development career, I think I know what I want from my life. And when you get here, when you understand what you want, from here you need to stick to it for the next 10-20 years to get really good at something. Otherwise you're not gonna become someone who is clickable. Like when you think about the phone industry, you know, there's so many phone brands actually in the world, a lot more than you can name actually. Well, the problem is not only the marketing side of the problem, but also the problem is that they never have been in a market for as long as their competitors. A lot of them are new companies. That's okay to be newbie in an industry, but to quit the industry as a newbie, that's the problem. Because when you quit when you quit not achieving success yet, isn't it wrong? Totally it is. So what I want to say you, you know, I don't know how old are you, and even if you are 23, 24-year-old, I don't really care. If you're just starting these things in your life, it's okay to not understand, because I didn't understand. I didn't knew. It's okay to don't understand. It's okay to not know certain things, because you are here to learn. You are here to investigate, right? If you would have asked me 3 years ago, 14-year-old version of me, what I want to do with my life, I wouldn't answer to you, you know what, I'm gonna make money through Kiwi, I'm gonna run it for the next 10 years, and I'm gonna become a tens of millions of dollar millionaire, or hundreds of millions of dollar millionaire, inshallah. And I'm gonna become famous through making YouTube videos, and I'm gonna after I'm gonna make some money running my YouTube channel, I'm gonna hire some editors to make short clips of my longer videos, or short content of my videos, and distribute it all over the platform, and then I'm gonna get even more fame. And the way I'm gonna physically achieve success, I'm gonna physically become attractive, I'm gonna do boxing, I'm gonna go to boxing Thursday, Tuesday, and Saturday. I'm gonna go to gym at Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna have one rest day at Sunday. I have this map planned out in my mind. 3 years after of this self-development, I required 3 years of constant work and some kind of research, some kind of, it doesn't mean that these 3 years I was resting. I created 2 businesses with co-founders. 2 of them failed. I created, I think, 2 or 3 YouTube channels, and the third one is this one. I went to karate and I failed. I tried and failed, and through this 3 years of progress making, 3 years of researching, and 3 years of trying to understand who I am and who I want to be, you came to the realization of certain things. And when you put the pieces of the puzzle together, like in this method of writing your thoughts down, or writing your thoughts into your notes program in your MacBook, I don't really care where you wrote them down. you wrote them down, you understand what you want, then you convert what you want into physical goals. Like, I want to become a champion, I want to make this much money, I want to have this much subscribers. And then these goals you break down to smaller goals, you know, and every single day you wake up, you make, you know, daily, monthly, yearly goals, and this is how you improve. This is how you improve. This is how you work. This is how you grow. With clear vision of who you wanna be. Not necessarily at the very beginning, or you don't necessarily have to have a clear vision of who you wanna be necessarily. But you know, the thing is, if you're still moving without this clear vision, but you're still trying to do something, you're still trying, you're still striving, you're still, you know, in emotion, in this flow zone, like no matter what other people are saying about you, when it's the hardest moment, because when you don't understand what you want from yourself and from this life, when you yourself don't understand what you want from yourself, this is the hardest moment. I think it is, because you know, in this situation, in this moment of your life, you can't answer to the questions of other people when they ask you who you want to be or what you want to do. You are just doing something, you don't understand what you're doing, you're just trying something but you don't kind of understand fully what you're doing. You're just something somewhere, some kind of, you know, some way or form, um, you know, just something. And these people are asking you for results. These people are asking for what you want to do for next 5 years. These people are asking who you are. These people are asking all these questions which you don't have answers for. And you have to get through this, I can't say embarrassment, but to a certain degree, so discomfortable to hear these questions. And answering these questions is even harder and even more disgusting, because they are asking you for an answer to the question to which even you yourself don't have an answer for. And you start to question what you are doing, you start to question if I'm doing the right thing, and you start to question all these philosophical questions, give all these philosophical questions to yourself. To a certain degree, they are doing the right thing, because after they are gonna ask you a certain question, if you are wasting your time doing some kind of bullshit like I used to do, I used to watch all these gaming videos, even if I wasn't playing games. My laptop is not good for games. Even the previous one, Windows laptop, which I used to have, wasn't good enough for, you know, playing games. And what I used to do, I just used to, you know, watch people on YouTube playing video games to understand what my friends are talking about, because my friends used to play video games. You know, this progress line is not like this. You know, when you start to self-improve, it does not happen overnight. I used to have the shitty friends, and I used to be afraid of, you know, just distancing them out. I used to be afraid of not being able to understand what they're talking about, and I used to watch all these garbage movies, garbage you know, videos on YouTube. And over the course of period of time, trying to get better, doing all these challenges, watching this correct stuff at the same time by watching some garbage stuff also, which is insane. You come to the point in your life when me right now, I don't have these garbage friends. And I build the mentality of, you know what, I'm gonna do it alone, do it tired, but do it anyway. I don't have friends, at least this kind of friends. I don't watch garbage on the internet. I deleted Instagram recently, and I just progressively, slowly, yes, but surely moving towards greater and better version of myself. this realization. That's you know, that small quote which I can, you know, fit everything I just have said is, it won't happen overnight. It won't. It definitely won't happen overnight. You know, realization of who you want to be, what you want to do, what kind of things you want to be good at, what kind of things you should do and want to do, this ikigai stuff, you know, it won't come to you overnight. These ideas take time to come to you, and you have to be ready for these ideas. When they come to you, you have to be ready for analyze them, write them down, be the kind of person who can see the future. And okay, another quote: Allah's plan is better than your dreams. If you keep, you know, self-improving, one day he will just give you the kind of idea which will open your eyes, decrease the amount of balloon in front of your eyes for like 50%, and you will start to understand and see the world very, very different and more beautiful and colorful way. You know, I say I don't have friends, blah 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 blah, but I believe that I'm living maybe 100 or 200% happier life than anybody else who have dozens of friends, maybe 2 girlfriends, and whatever they're doing, play video games, drink, smokes, and have girlfriend and have all those garbage friends. I am happier than that guy for like 200%, and I'm thankful to God that he gave me what I have: vision and hope, which very few people have. I didn't DM to people today yet, so I have only like, you know, 1 hour left until 12 a.m. I think I'm gonna take my time to DM some people and maybe read some Quran before I'm gonna go to sleep. Peace.